Hello, this is Made for Glory. I'm Pablo.
I'm Fr Oskari.
And today I'm very excited because I'm going to show you a band that you used to listen to over 20 years ago. And it's probably my top 3 favorite band. And I'm particularly excited because this is actually a live version. They are amazing live. And it's also a particularly interesting live version because this is the first live version after the original drummer comes back.
Oh,
which is
Mike
Portnoy of Dream Theater. Now, shout out, very interesting. So he came back in 2023 and he replaced Mike Mangini. But just to say that, I mean, Mike was so gracious in kind of like giving place to sort of like allowing sort of Portnoy to come back, which is wonderful. But nevertheless, it's great to have the original lineup. So we're going to listen to a song from the 1999, Scenes from a Memory. And so maybe without further ado, we just go for it.
Yeah.
Just go for it. The 40.
Oh yeah.
It's in Paris.
Okay.
It's so tight.
I haven't heard this, you know. It's my first time. It's my first time. No way.
The layers.
I love the playfulness of the drums.
Actually fair though. You listen to that and you think, these guys are so proficient. They can basically do whatever they want. It's so amazing. They're so good.
They're really top.
The Wizard.
It's a nice setup to make it visible to the audience.
So
like,
cool.
He's playing.
He's such a legend.
Oh, it's kind of a continuation of another piece.
So here is the thing, very interesting, well spotted.
Kind of a variations on a theme.
Because what Dream Theater does from time to time is that they bring back different sort of topics and melodies and so on. Now, the interesting thing of this album is there's a concept album. So there's obviously a recurrent theme throughout. And this is one of the first songs in the album, but you're absolutely right.
It's
that
from
melody,
the Images and Words album. Which song is that?
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's one of those in the background.
But they often do that. Like, for example, typically...
with the rhythm and the melody and everything.
You know, Mike Portnoy, for instance, have the 12 suites, sort of like, you know, from the AA, sort of like he has these 12 songs from many different albums spanning years. So that's just one example that they sometimes come up with this kind of playfulness.
I mean, to clarify, and that's wonderful because that's also proper to like classical music and Baroque music, Bach and everything. You have these variations on a theme and you do sort of new pieces that replicate and change it. So I was a huge Dream Theater fan in my teenage years, playing drums and everything and metal and then jazz. But I only listened up to like the Change of Seasons album. So basically the first 4, I think. And basically almost everything after that is unknown territory.
Yeah, this is the 3rd album, so maybe you listen to it, but it's like, you know, 26 years ago.
It's not the 3rd album. What is it called?
Scenes from a Memory.
No, that's the 5th album probably.
Okay, we'll go back to that.
looks like an Orthodox monk.
That's right.
John Petrucci.
So good. And this is live.
Is there any singing in this song?
Yeah. So this is the overture, so like they're starting.
It's like after 8 minutes you bring it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's brilliant. Oh, James LeBrie, what a legend.
So just to tell you,
Yeah?
do you remember what the lyrics are about?
No, I have no idea.
Strange Déjá Vu. So it's basically the whole album is looking back to a crime from the perspective of this guy called Nicholas.
Okay.
So they hypnotized him.
Okay.
And then he's gone back into his memories. So it's quite an introspective kind of album and looking at the past and so on. So the whole album is looking at these particular events. So this is now at the start of the hypnotization and how he begins to have flashes of this girl called Victoria. And how he kind of starts beginning to remember things. And so that's why, you know, the idea of relaxation, strange déjà vu is all about that.
Okay, thanks.
What do you think so far?
It's pretty interesting. I mean, it's fascinating to listen to Dream Theater for the first time. I literally haven't heard this album before.
Really?
I'm certain.
Oh, it's one of their best albums.
No way.
Yes.
It's funny because Dream Theater, they were kind of the kings of progressive metal, you know.
Totally.
And so skillful, so complex, but at the same time, an incredible sense of, you know, aesthetics and drama in the development of the song. It's not just a display of, you know, technical prowess, but it's very, very musical. But then the funny thing is that obviously with the songs you listen to, and there are songs like from Images and Words that I've listened to like 500 times, whatever, in the last year. It continues to be one of my favorite albums ever. And so you know all the movements, all the rhythmic sort of tricks and all the different
the polyrhythms and everything. It's so cool.
You're expecting everything. You're just enjoying the dance, so to speak. But obviously you can't experience the first time anymore.
Yes.
So it's really interesting. Obviously Dream Theater is it's a band that you can't fully sort of engage with the first time.
Yes.
But it almost like it becomes better and better when you listen to it more.
I mean, the more you listen to it, the more layers you discover.
Exactly, yeah.
It's a bit like Radiohead in that sense, but I think certainly Dream Theater is very much renowned for that in terms of the layers, the complexity, the melodies. I mean, it's just amazing, you know. One thing which is very nice is that, so this is considered one of the best, greatest albums in progressive heavy metal history. But one of the things they're trying to do is to unite the new wave of British heavy metal with Iron Maiden, Metallica, with bands like Rush, bands like Yes, Genesis. And so they're quite unique in what they managed to kind of push forward. And all of that, you know, mixed with incredible power and musical ability. So, you know, the 3 founding members, they were in Berkeley. They dropped out because they were just so good and they just came up with Dream Theater, you know, as one does. And so they came up with stuff like that. They're super young back then, you know, mid-20s or I guess maybe a little bit older, but like, you know, just amazing in terms of what they were able to do. Let's keep going.
I love how they're bringing the sort of pop style.
That's right. So good. And then they come up with this.
Yeah.
And he's so good, so technical and so clinical.
I love looking at Mike Portnoy in his sort of empire of drums there. It's like, look at that. And he's got 3 bass drums there. So.
That change.
Then the epic movement. Ah.
Look at him. These guys are in their 60s.
Oh yeah, that's so late. Yeah, that's remarkable.
So good.
Beautiful. It's really quite moving to look at these guys, you know, especially at this stage, but having known sort of the long history and everything. And I love, you know, Mike Portnoy. He is one of the best, you know, metal drummers ever. But he seems to be like a really lovely guy. I've seen some of these, you know, videos on a very different drummer, Lars Ulrich, from Metallica. And he speaks so highly of Lars. Like Lars was one of the big inspirations for him as a young man.
Ringo Starr as well, of the Beatles.
That's so beautiful because they're not like technical drummers.
Yeah.
But it gives you the sense of like he's a real musician. So
here's a story for you, which maybe you don't know, which is that the 3 original guys of Dream Theater married 3 girls who were in the same band.
Oh, really?
And the 3 of them have been married to the same wives
Beautiful.
for over 30 years.
No way.
And so recently in an interview, they asked Mike, like, hey, this is quite uncommon in the rock scene, unfortunately. And he said something powerful. He said, look, the reason why we're still together is because every decision that we take professionally, we take with our families.
Wow.
And so that's why, that's one factor, of course, that has led them to sort of be faithful to their wives.
Wonderful.
So you can tell that these guys are, really good stuff, like, really good people.
Great.
Wonderful. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much and see you soon.
Take care.